Ciao ragazzi, Data here with episode 1 of season 3 of rebuilding the lowest rated team in Italy in FIFA. Here with Trapani Calcio. It is season 3. Season 1, we didn't make it to Serie A. Season 2, we did a quick sim, and we are here now in season 3. We've made it all the way to Serie A. We have grown some great players if you've been following along in the series. We have most of our core still around, players that we began with: Ben David, Ogier, Tolomello, Aloy, Biabiani, Luperini, Strandberg. A lot of this team is still the original Trapani, with some youth infused into it, with lots of our original players growing, like Tolomello, 19 years old, 72 overall, is great. We bought some players like Van de Voort and Armini, Esposito, Piccoli with our very limited money, and now we have grown them and we have a very decent team. So in this episode, we are going to play just a couple matches because it's going to be a shorter one, as I am trying to get this team solidified before the end of the transfer window. So we will play these three games here: a Coppa Italia match against Frosinone, followed by our first ever Serie A game in club history against Atalanta, and then another one against Udinese before finishing off the transfer window. In these next 3.5 weeks or so, I'm going to look to be getting a full-time right mid, likely on loan. We have about 3.5 million in the transfer budget, which is not bad at all, but I don't want to just blow it all in one place. I want to try and build a well-rounded team, and that would likely come from getting a left mid and a right mid, because those are two positions that we are lacking in. So I'm going to keep doing all that stuff behind the scenes, but for right now we have a match to play, and this will be our first team lineup that we are rolling with Aloy with the captain's band, our two top strikers up top. The subs look like this. We have good center mid depth with Shipley and Orusama. Luperini's there. Strandberg is a great first sub for center back with these three. Our new acquisition of Walukiewicz, or however you want to pronounce it, the 21-year-old Polish center back, 73 overall, 21 years old, 6'2". He cost about 3-4 million, so that was a big acquisition. But you know that, you've been following the series, I hope. Lots of young players on this team, free agents or youth academy signings. So very excited to get this season kicked off, and it will begin with a Coppa Italia match against Frosinone. Like I said, we just got to work on the left and right mids, which I will continue behind the scenes. So at home, up against Frosinone, our first match that we're actually playing in quite a while, all the way back to episode, what was it, 11, 10 of season 1. So this will be a good test to see where we are standing with this new squad, as we are still playing on world class and we're playing against a Serie B caliber team, but we're playing with our players much more updated in terms of their overall, as well as our first time going to be seeing Sebastiano Esposito. It'll be our first time playing with him. So 3 goals in the last 3 matches from him. We did well in that summer tournament. Esposito and Piccoli up top are a great 1-2 punch. Let's see what we can do with Trapani to kick off season number 3. Here's Aloy with the captain's band. Salvatore puts it through to Esposito. Esposito, oh, that's a big sweat right there, boys. It is a season 3 debut that has big smiles on everyone's face. 7.5 minutes in, it is Roberto Piccoli. Sebastiano Esposito there, he had it on his left. I didn't want to try ripping it. I'm not quite sure what his weak foot is, so I decided to just give it to the wide open Roberto Piccoli. 80 overall, goalie overcommitted. Never like to sweat it too hard, but when the goalie commits that hard, he's just begging you to do it. So early lead, 1-0 Trapani. Tolomello, now that's vision, over to Nzola. Nzola was on loan last season, right in front. Oh, big reflex save there, but it was actually offside. Ogier gets it through to Esposito. Esposito puts it through to Piccoli, gets past the slide tackle. Strength, and oh, off the bar. Bar down. Just a bit too much from Roberto Piccoli. He's been squatting 4 plates. You know how it is. Good punch out from Van de Voort here in the final seconds of the first half. Easily gobbles that one up. And we will head into the first half intermission with a 1-0 lead over Frosinone, heading into the second half with a pretty comfortable feel of this match. Good chance for Frosinone, a huge reflex save from Van de Voort to keep us in. Oh, it was actually offside, but still impressive nonetheless. Esposito, wow, how about that for a through ball? Piccoli, oh my goodness, that is next level synchronization. Sebastiano Esposito goal, 2-0 Trapani. That was just beautiful. The link up there between Piccoli and Esposito, that was amazing. They were just feeding off each other like two brain tubes in the Matrix, just feeding each other. That was beautifully done. I need to see that on the instant replay here. Seba has the ball here. He puts it through this guy's legs, shames him. Then Piccoli gets it. He's instantly double teamed, almost triple teamed. He sidesteps him. He barely just pokes the ball through to Seba, who's off to the races, and bang, right into the back of the net. 2-0 Trapani. Beautifully, beautifully done. Oh, another big save there from Van de Voort. He's been called on only 2 or 3 times tonight, but each time he has come up big. Shea Ben David, the Israeli international, didn't have much of a role in Season 1, became more of a regular in Season 2, and now in Season 3 finds himself as my top left mid at the moment. I don't know if that's going to stay. Here's a chance for Esposito. Esposito, oh, just broken up by the defender. I wanted to pass it to the left of the defender, but it went on the right. Not too much going on in the second half here, closing in on the final 5 minutes of the 90. We're going to make some subs and give everybody a little bit of a smile on the pitch. So Biabiani, who always wants some playing time, he can come in. Shipley, the guy we got on a free transfer, can come in. And even, you know what, let's go put Orusama, 19 years old, 67 overall, center defensive mid. He's grown nicely since last season. He was a free agent signing, so we'll get him some time on the pitch as well. Biabiani, how's that for a dive? He still has passion for Calcio in his boots. Regains possession now. Biabiani, just walk in and rip it, Bello. And that bounces off someone's foot, goes into the crowd for a souvenir. And it's going to just... oh, actually, it's a corner in the final seconds of the match here. We'll call somebody in. This match is over. Can we just get a little bit of an extra boost to our egos in the final seconds? No, we won't. And we will take this match. Hold on. Okay. 4.5 minutes after. First match of Season 3 is a 2-0 victory over Frosinone, and we advance here in the Coppa Italia. Transfer offer for Mbala Nzola from Sheffield. They want to give me 3 million. That's a pretty solid offer, actually. His value is 2.2, but he's only 24 years old, and I think he's going to be big on the right side or slash striker this season, so I'm going to go ahead and reject that. I started advancing a few more days, did the training sessions and all that good stuff that you'll be missing out on a little bit as I just go through all the behind the scenes things. You'll see more as we're in the season without the transfer window, but I will see you in just a few more days. So bad news, as Alberto Soro has rejected the proposal to join the club on loan. He was on our team last year and was one of the best scorers, one of the highest scorers in Serie B, so that's a big hit. I was hoping to get him for the right mid, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. Tolomello, I could get like 7 million for this guy. I really like Tolomello. He's going to be a huge piece of this team this year, so I'm not going to I'm not going to sell him for that price tag as of now. Our first game in Serie A is coming up fast. Still no moves have been made. Girona FC, Hakimo, no, I'll reject that. I'm still trying to get a left mid a right mid and possibly a left mid as well. A lot of scouting, which is taking a lot of time. As of right now, I think we're just gonna, we're definitely gonna roll with just this team that we had last match, exactly the same. But let me check out these scouting reports as well. So it's gonna be tight to try and get some of those players to come to our team. I'm still working on it, but for right now, we are at home at Stadio Polisportivo, playing against Atalanta. We've seen Atalanta before in the Coppa Italia, where we beat them, I believe 4-0 was one match. I forgot if it was 2 legs, but I know we eliminated them in the Coppa Italia with a crazy performance. But that was unprofessional. Now we're on world class. Duvan is here, Muriel is here. They have a good team. 3 years down the road, just as good as they are now. Duvan Zapata, 4 goals in 3 matches for Esposito, 2 goals in the last match for Zapata. So anyways, our first ever match in club history in Serie A. Look at the Serie A patches on the right shoulder. We are looking good, and we are excited to kick off this historic campaign. Aloy puts it through to Nzola. Okay, here's a good little start. Gosens is on the left back for Atalanta. Here's Tolomello. Tolomello, beautifully done here. Piccoli, the former Atalanta prodigy. Oh, big save from the keeper. We bought Piccoli from Atalanta. 3 years later, he is in Serie A. Transfer Atalanta in the box here. Oh, big save from Van de Voort. That was a close one, as it just took a couple bounces and went out for the corner. He had me there. Duvan. Oh. Whoa, what happened here? Free kick out of nowhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I didn't see that coming. Here's a chance. Oh, just over the net. That was weird. Let me go back and see what happened. Look, what is that? Look at the guy who shoots and look at afterwards. It's like he got tripped up a little bit. Now is enough to make it a free kick, like right outside the box. Esposito over the top. Piccoli running through, beats the slide tackle, but stopped by Golini. Gosens, nice play by Hoiver, great slide to break that up. Now here comes a run the other way. Hoiver up to Nzola, just burn down that line, boys, run that line, let's go, everyone get in the box. Everyone get open. Here, I see you, Bello. I see you. Moses Oger finds a little room. Rip that. Man, can't get through. These center backs are big boys. Oh boy, how's that for a big save from Van de Voort? That free kick was going for a rocky top shelf. Oh, there's a big play from the Polish center back. Final seconds of the first half, but not enough time to lead an attack. Heading into the second half, this game is a 0-0 scoreless draw. A pretty fine performance, I would say, for our first half of Serie A Calcio. Atalanta coming in. Armenia has been such a rock tonight. Hamzik's on Atalanta. Okay. That one flies over the net. 0-0 in the 64th minute. Possession 51-49 on Atalanta. We're doing our part. You can't say that we're getting shamed too badly over here. Big chance there. Another big save from Martin Van de Voort. 71st minute. Duban's going off. I think we're going to bring Biabiani in for the left mid, have a little bit more of a jump in our step there. I'm tempted to bring on Shipley as well. I don't know, Aloy hasn't done much. He does have better pace though, so I think I'm going to keep him on just for now at least, but I would want to get Shipley some time on the pitch. Oh wow, that's some fancy footwork right there, but Trapani is too strong. Here we go the other way. Esposito puts it over the top. Now here's Piccoli on a little bit of a run. He's not the fastest guy in the academy. Piccoli, okay, fools him, sends him the other direction, but then sends it soaring over the net. 88th minute now. I think now's the time to give a chance to Shipley. Came on a free transfer this past season. Gonna give him a little time to shine. 23 years old, 6 feet tall, 70 overall. Very well-rounded. Checking out his hexagon up there. So I'm hexagon? Is it an hexagon or an octagon? 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I saying? Of course, it's a hexagon. Don't know my shapes. Manaj. 88th minute. 0-0 remains. Aloy's gonna come off. Let's see what Shipley has. Van de Voort gets it to Biabiani. Okay, he runs by a few people, parts of the Red Sea. Biabiani, okay, still on the run. Oh my goodness, it's just opened up. Jonathan Biabiani? Oh, what? How do you hit the post? We almost had the game winner. Oh my goodness, it doesn't get more heartbreaking than that. In the 90th minute. The hero who's been here all along since before season 1, Renato Sanchez on Atalanta. Biabiani, 67 overall, hits the post on a run that would have given us our first career win in Serie A and our first ever game. Tough times, man. It ends 0-0, still a respectable finish. But wow, that would have been quite a way to ice the cake. Let's see what the media has to say. See if the Serie A media is any better than the Serie B media, if they still want to slander me. Coming out of preseason, we had high hopes that Piccoli would be a regular in the team, yet his performance today was let down. Was he a preseason wonder? No. He'll gain his self-confidence. He'll be just fine. Esposito didn't rise to expectations. He didn't go enough. Was this man? What does this mean? He had one like subpar game. Well, you know what that means for his future. I'm selling him first thing tomorrow morning. It was always going to be a tough fixture today, considering the quality Atlanta has at their disposal. Are you happy with the result in the end? Yeah, why not? Whatever. I don't believe in these labels that you media pigs want to put on everything. I get a transfer offer for Piccoli right after that game too. 27 million euros, and I could get 50? What? 50 million euros for Piccoli? That would be nuts. I'm not going to do that. He's just going to keep getting better. But down the road, if I could sell someone like Piccoli or Vandervoort for a lot of money, that would really revitalize this team. And that would really, really help us to, like, we could buy a new starting player in every position on the team pretty much. A, D, B, A, and all those things. The slide tackle going up for Walukuwix. I always gotta sound it out phonetically, nice and slow. I'm hoping for a left mid to come on loan from Bayern Munich. So waiting for this guy, Avina. He's 70 overall, left mid, trying to get him on loan. 88 acceleration, good speed and everything, but he's right-footed, which is weird. But I'm trying to get him on this squad so we can have a better left mid possibilities than just Grillo and Ben David. So see, oh, he's loaned in. Okay, I'm surprised that he accepted it. Frank Avina, 1-year loan move. Great. Now, other scouting coming through. There's this, a lot of free agents. I've been doing a lot of scouting. Juventus has a good goalie prospect in the future, and they're in Vincenzo Donnarumma. Emmanuel Badu. If you know Calcio, you know how much of a monster this guy is. I'd love to get Badu on this team, although he's getting a bit up there in age. And you know what they say in FIFA, as soon as the clock strikes 12 on your 30th birthday, you start to lose all skill. So 1 point for us puts us 12th in the league table through one match. Definitely not anything bad, I would say. Players leaving on international, only 3. Armini, Vanvoort, and Bello from Poland. I gotta find a name for that guy. So yeah, Quagliarella is still there, and Sampdoria. Big moves coming around. All right, so we have what's his name loaned in from Bayern Munich, and he'll probably be the new starter there. Avina, better pace, better shooting, better dribbling, better physical than Ben David. So we're definitely going to try him out in that position. And I like to also rotate the squad a little bit and get Shipley to play for Ogier, which would be nice to see what he can do. Actually, Avina, can he play right? No, he just plays left, but he is right-footed. You know what? He's right-footed. Doesn't make sense. I'm going to try Avina in right mid, Shipley on the left. He's left-footed. That makes sense. And then Ogier in the middle. Now that makes a lot more sense. And then Zola can be the sub here, Biabiane, Russo, blah, 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 all these guys. Okay, I think that makes sense. Let's try that out. Game 2 of our Serie A career here on the road. Our first ever Serie A game, not at Stadio Polisportivo, playing in Udinese with Piccoli up front. 3 goals in the last 3 matches. Let's see what we can do tonight. Chance for Udinese here, puts it at the top of the box, blocked by the Polish center back. We're just going to call him Pavel from now on. Sebastian. I'm getting mixed up with all these Pavels and Polish players in my NHL 20 franchise mode. Ogier puts it out to Shipley. Shipley came here on a free transfer from England. He is now playing in Serie A with Trapani, hoping to become a big piece for the team. Salvatore Aloi loses possession, and it's tough to get through this defense, especially on world class. When even though we have good strikers, it's tough to build it up as our center mids are still not quite at that caliber. Oh, great play by Hoiver. Oh, goodness, that was a bit of a breakdown, but Hoiver saves us there. Whoa, 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 what was that? We were just saved and it all broke down. That was a disgusting, I think that was Aloi. It all fell apart starting with Aloi. What was that? No, it was Hoiver made a bad pass, then Aloi with a slot. Yeah, that was just a really bad breakdown. Then Hoiver, what are you doing, Bello? Hoiver, Vandervoort even didn't make a great dive, but okay. That is our first goal conceded in Serie A. Avina here from Bayern Munich. Does a nice little play to sidestep through that defender. Let's go Avina. He has good pace. He's a right foot. Can't really get it inside the box. Salvatore Aloy has a player on his back, magnetized to him. That is a filthy foul. I'd be surprised if it's even a yellow. No, it will be a yellow. I'm pretty sure that's the animation for a yellow. Let's see it. Yeah, yellow card for Davy Klaassen. Who's going to take this now? Esposito, maybe? Yeah, I guess it will be Esposito. Yeah, Esposito's going to take it. Right there. Bing. Oh, goodness. Big save from the keeper. Is that Simone Scuffet who's back from loan? Yes, it is. Scuffet has great reflexes. Good chance there from Esposito. A header chance right there, grabbed out of the air by Scuffet. Tolomello, he sees Avina. He's off for a little run now. Avina, you know what, Bello? Just put that on net. See what happens. Big save from Scuffet. Too many times I try to look for the pass, it just breaks down. Just put it on net and see what happens. Good play to get possession back. Final seconds of the first half. Tolomello, bad play. And that'll be the end of the first half. We are down 1-0 to Udinese. We have a good presence in this match, so I'm excited to see what the second half has for us. Shipley to Piccoli. Piccoli, 80 overall striker. He finds room. He has strength on his left. Can't get that through traffic. He does not have a great left foot, but a good chance to start off this half. Okay, here's Shipley. He'll fake a shot. He's left-footed, though. He's going to get it back on his left. Shipley. Oh, he sees him. Just rip that Piccoli. Oh, Roberto Piccoli! Trapani Calcio's first ever goal in Serie A. Hit him with the celebration, Bello. It is a 1-1 game. A great play to open up the half between Shipley and Piccoli. He finds space. He gets away from the defender and he just bends it into that bottom corner. Roberto Piccoli, 1-1 in this match. Right past the hand of the diving Simone Scuffet. Beautiful. 1-1 game in the 51st minute. Oh my goodness, how about that for a ball? Aloy gets it back off that player who fell down. Aloy, just rip that. Oh wow, what reflexes from Scuffet. Capitano Salvatore Aloy. Out of nowhere, a ball from Armini went all the way down. That the defender bounced it off Aloy. And that was a great opportunity for him. It's all Udinese here on this attack. Build up here. Crosses it. Armini, get that out, Bello. Very nice. We have to, just hold on here. 84th minute, hanging on to this draw. Love to push for more, but it is very difficult to get through, and we have to defend strongly. Shipley, great dexterity there. Agility and dexterity. Van de Voort just kicks that out. Shipley, okay. He keeps it in. Great demonstration of skill there. Closing in on the 90th. They need to get some other guys in here who are begging for time on the pitch. Shipley, let's go. He has Fofana on his back. He's not going to make it. Just send that to Avina. Doesn't make it to him. I think we're going to call it a day here, boys. It is another draw here for Trapani. What a performance here in Serie A on world class. I can't beat Serie B teams on world class, but I'll draw 2 Serie A teams on world class. So through 2 matches, that is not the worst case scenario. That is for sure. We had 3 shots on target, 46% of possession. That's pretty much what you'd expect. And it's pretty realistic, I find, and I'm happy to have 2 draws in the bag. Post-match, we'll see what Gazzetta dello Sport has to tell me. I have. Did you expect to get a draw? No, I expected to lose 8-0. I expected to win, actually, but how about that? Well, really tight contest today. What was your overall impression of the performance? There's a good question. Let's say 2 very strong defenses. That's a good one to say. Vadillo is one of the best players of the opposition today. I didn't even notice him. Is your inability to stop him the reason behind your failure to gain a... What? I guess he's the guy who scored. Let's concentrate on what we could do better, boys. Get out of my face. I'm going to revoke your media license. So transfer deadline's coming upon us. I don't think we'll make any more moves. We have 3.41 million and 21,000 wage budgets. So I think we'll just save that money to try and get some free transfers possibly in the winter transfer window, or any moves we may want to make down the road. So I won't handcuff myself by making moves now. In the training here, I want to get some training for my guy in the youth academy. This guy right here. Dennis Moraes, who I was mentioning earlier in the episode, or was it last episode? I'm not sure. But either way, I'd like to get him increasing, as he will be the future at the left mid position. Gets an F, great. CABBF. As Russo continues to grow. He'll be the future at the left wing, but he could play left mid as well, I believe, if called upon. So we'll get through the transfer window and go into the month of September. Grillo, oh, that's interesting. Fausto Grillo. I have a couple of left backs. He's 28 years old. I could probably get maybe around 800,000 for him. I do have Ben David, who's 4 years younger, and I have that Greek left back. The problem is Grillo also plays left mid and center back. I really like him, and he's been here since the beginning. I'm going to reject that. I think I'd rather keep Grillo, and I don't really need that extra 700k. It wouldn't kill me if I didn't get it. Transfer deadline day, we will fly through it. I don't think there's going to be anything of much interest for me. Piccoli, they want to give me 27 million. They've seen his form. They love him. I could get 52.8 million for him. Manchester United's giving me this offer? Roberto Piccoli, really turning heads. But no, he is ours. Transfer offer, 840,000 euros for Strandberg. He is 31 years old and getting older, so 840 is about what I could get for him, so it's a really good offer. But like I've said with the other guys, you know, as well, his weekly wage is 1.5 thousand. He has been here since the beginning. He's still very capable. It wouldn't really make sense for me to sell him for money that I don't really need at the moment. 3 offers here, one for Luperini, one for Inzola, one for Armini. No chance I'm selling Armini. Olympic Lyon want him. I get 47 million for him. I could just sell this whole, like those 3 players, Armini, Piccoli, and Van de Voort, for like over 100 million euros, and then just explode this team, but it wouldn't really make much sense. Inzola, 2.9 million. Again, I need him for that right side, and he's striker for any injuries or whenever we're playing close games with the domestic cup and with league games. And Luperini's 27, 66, not that great, but he is able to play right mid, right back, Gregorio, so I will keep Luperini, only making $850 euros a week, so that's stuff that you can't get. You can start off the career mode with that, and you can extend people, but you're not going to be able to sign someone who's mid to high 60 overalls for like 800 euros a week. They're going to want thousands. Doesn't really make much sense, but that's how it goes. More offers for Orusama, don't want to loan him. I'm pretty happy with this team. I don't want to loan out. I don't want to loan in anymore. I think we're ready to hit let the rubber hit the road and kick this season into full drive. Some mail here. Transfer deadline day has ended. Almost €1 billion were spent. More scouting reports are done. Emmanuel Badu, I'd love to get him. 5'8" with 90 jumping. Sheesh. But he's 30 years old, getting old. But that'll be something to revisit down the road. Troy Parrott also looking at. One of the comments in one of the last videos was telling me to go after Troy Parrott. He is 19 years old, 70 overall, 3.8 million he's worth. So again, just because he's from a big team, he makes a lot of money, which is tough. But Troy Parrott, I like him. I'll keep him in my back pocket. I'll put him on my short list for potentials down the road. And as well, we got to check out the monthly youth squad report. Great stuff from Dennis Moraes, 60 overall at 16 years old. And Felipe Silveira is also looking pretty good himself with 79 to 89 potential. We'll see how he continues to grow. One more training session before we take a pause, heading into game number 3 of the season. I think we'll keep all these guys doing the same thing. Both Armini and Sebastian are gone on international play time. So time to give some training to the young boys here. Some of the free agents that we've signed, like Komar, Orusama, Shipley. I want to dedicate a lot of my time to my big prospects, but I have to also look at the future. So Tom Wise, get in here. Try to get those interceptions up to 49. CADBAC. Russo's up to a 63, and Piccoli up to an 81 overall. Beautiful. I have to pull back the reins probably a bit on Piccoli and Esposito, even Russo. I need to train him, but I shouldn't dedicate so many training sessions to him. I should be more of a rotation type of outlook. So game number 3 will be up against Sampdoria, September 12th, 2021. We have a few games here, so now with games in the middle of the week and stuff like that, Lecce and Brescia, a bit easier, but we'll go first team, second team, first team, then back to first team. So in the next episode, we'll have these 4 games to finish off September, as well as this game against Genoa, and then in the episode after that, we'll go into Sassuolo, Inter, Torino, Napoli, all these big teams. So thank you so much for watching to Trapani Calcio. We're looking pretty good. I like this team very much. Another month, so another calendar month has turned over, so more growth has taken effect as all these guys continue to grow. You can look at those attributes. If you'd like anyone with specific stats you'd like to see, please let me know. But they are continuing to grow in this lineup, and it is great to see. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, putting out lots of content at NHL, FIFA, and my current walkthrough of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. So looking forward to those 5 matches in the next episode. We're in 14th place. That's not really accurate because 3 games have been played. So 1 win would really put us up. It would put us up high in the standings. We have 2 points through 2 matches. Imagine if we went up to 5 points, we'd be right there in the top in a Europa League spot almost. We'd be in the top 10 for sure. So lots can change very quickly. 2 games, 2 draws. I'm very impressed. So thank you so much for watching once again, and I will see you in the next one.